Ah, yes, the Faroe Islands. Rugged cliffs, crystal clear water, and just a splash of blood. Welcome to Grindadráp, a name that sounds like a metal band, but is actually a traditional whale hunt, where the only thing more ancient than the ritual is the defense of it. Yep, it's 2025, and yes, we're still spearing whales in front of school children. Charming. Locals will tell you it's about heritage, survival, and tight-knit community values. Critics will tell you it's about butchering sentient marine mammals in the name of family bonding. But hey, why listen to scientists and conservationists when you've got tradition, right? Whales. Massive, majestic, social. They sing. They mourn. They even recognize themselves in mirrors. In Faroe tradition, they recognize themselves in dinner. Jesse. Lovely. Let's talk numbers. In 2021 alone, over 1,400 dolphins were slaughtered in a single day. Even local authorities were like, yikes, that's a bit much. That's not a hunt. That's an aquatic apocalypse. And yet, it continues. Why? Because we've done it for centuries is apparently still a valid excuse in some places. By that logic, maybe we should also bring back bloodletting and leech therapy. Delightful.
Supporters argue it's sustainable. Well, so is tofu, but I don't see anyone sprinting into the sea with pitchforks to harvest soybeans. The meat, shared among the community. The mercury, also shared. Delicious and neurotoxic, a true local delicacy. Notes of tradition, with a side of slow poisoning. Let's rewind for a moment. Back to the Viking days, when Wi-Fi was a myth, and whale blubber was the original power bar. Grindadráp started out of necessity. No supermarkets, no imports, no oat milk. Fast forward 1,000 years, we now have Beyond Meat, tofu, lentils, and somehow, whale still ends up on the plate. Because nothing says cultural preservation like ignoring centuries of ethical evolution. But wait, before you cast the first digital stone, let's not pretend other countries don't have blood on their flippers.
Japan. Scientific. Glitch. Norway. Tradition. Static.
Japan? Scientific whaling? That's about as scientific as a TikTok horoscope. Norway? Still catching whales, just with less Instagram coverage. The US? Well, we have Florida. Everyone's a little guilty, but at least some of us pretend to feel bad about it.
So, is Grindadráp a legacy to protect, or a tragedy we excuse? Supporters claim it's humane, quick, regulated, spiritual. Videos show something else. A beach soaked in blood, panicked dolphins, children watching, and silence from those who know better. But don't worry, there are rules. Like not driving the whales too far, or not using jet skis. Because nothing says ethical like technicalities. Besides, if it's illegal in most of Europe but still legal here, maybe it's not the whales who are out of place. At sonar ping fading into ocean ambience. This isn't about demonizing culture. It's about questioning what we keep calling normal.
Tradition isn't sacred just because it's old. Pain doesn't become less painful because it's shared. And history? Well, history only remembers what we're brave enough to stop. So ask yourself, legacy or tragedy? You decide. Deep dive into humanity's most questionable habits. This is Sarcastic Digest, where the truth hurts, but at least it's funny. See you in the next disaster.